Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video, and I'm here to give you my thoughts on the 2019 Netflix film Polar. This movie stars Mads Mikkelsen, and what it is about, it's about this older man who is an assassin, or an assassin who's about to be retired. And once he does his final hit, um, he finds out that the guy that he put a hit on, I mean that he was killing, um, was actually trying to kill him, and he wants answers for this and stuff. And at the same time, he becomes friends with his nice, friendly neighbor, played by Vanessa Hudgens from High School Musical. That's really all I can say about the plot. So what did I think of Polar? This movie has a lot of negative reviews. People say it's so dumb. People say it's stupid. People say it's a John Wick ripoff. And I could see why. But dang, I freaking loved Polar, man. I had an absolute blast watching this film, honestly. It's so violent. There's tons of bloody graphic violence, tons of swearing, tons of sex in it. And I love all that stuff, man. And all of that is in this movie. Um, like I didn't even know this. It's actually I think I did know, but I forgot about it. And then when the opening credits happened, I remembered it's based off of a comic from Dark Horse Comics, and that's really cool because this movie really does have a comic booky feel to it. Um, Kind of reminds me of Sin City, that movie Sin City, awesome movie by the way. And even though they're completely different movies, I'm not saying it's like this movie at all. Hardcore Henry. It's not a POV thing like Hardcore Henry. I'm like the tone, it kind of had the same tone, like in terms of like atmosphere and music that Hardcore Henry had, in my opinion. Which, by the way, I think when I reviewed Hardcore Henry back in 2016, I think I gave it like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. I would actually rate that an 8 out of 10 now. Hardcore Henry, that movie's awesome. That's another awesome underrated movie. And to me, this is another, awesome underrated movie. Polar, the acting I thought was great, honestly, especially from Mads Mikkelsen and Vanessa Hudgens. I really bought into the fact that they were great friends and stuff. And there's some crazy stuff in this movie that I did not expect. Matt Lucas, my boy Matt Lucas from Little Britain, one of my favorite comedy shows of all time. He plays the main villain in this movie. And I was talking to my mom earlier tonight. I was like, "Hey mom, do you see Matt Lucas? You know Matt Lucas, right, from Little Britain? Can you imagine him playing a big, tough gangster type of villain character?" And she was like, "Heck no." And I was like, "Well, that's exactly who he plays in this movie." Like, what the heck? What the heck? That's what I was like. But I loved it at the same time. But his character cracked me up, man. Mr. Blute, and Catherine Winnick is in it as well from Vikings. She is so hot in this movie. Um, just saying. And of course, Mads Mikkelsen was the man. Uh, like tons of awesome graphic violence in this movie. Heaps of blood spraying, heaps of swearing, heaps of sex in it, and I love all that stuff, man. And and um uh yeah, love all that stuff. Uh, it's really it's just good fun. You know, I had an absolute blast watching this film, and I hope they make a sequel, and I can't wait for the sequel if they do it, because if they do a sequel, because the way this movie ended pretty much was like, yeah, there's going to be a sequel, and this is what that sequel is going to be about. Not sure if you guys consider that a spoiler. I'm sorry if you do. I really am. I've done so many movie thoughts videos lately, um, but this movie was awesome to me. Uh, Um, and I never watched any of the trailers or anything, so if I accidentally spoiled something that people didn't know about, like a certain actor starring in this, like for example Matt Lucas, um, yeah, because I didn't watch any of the trailers in. I'm sorry if I did spoil something, you know. Um, um, but I personally really dug Polar. Um, there's some like secrets. There's some like revelations in this movie that I did not see coming, especially near the end. Um, it's just great violent stuff, you know. Um, it actually has some funny moments in it too, you know. Um, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this movie, honestly. Um, besides all that, so if you guys and as for it being a John Wick ripoff, nah, I think it's a completely different movie than John Wick. I think the way they marketed it, they wanted to make it seem like a John Wick type of thing. I mean, I guess the main character, Duncan, Duncan, played by Mads Mikkelsen, of course, he kind of reminded me of John Wick as a character, but they're two completely different films. They're still action films. They're still violent as heck, but still two completely different films. And you know what? I would be so freaking ecstatic. I know it's not gonna happen. Can you imagine if they announced like a Polar / John Wick crossover movie or something? That would be dope, man. I would love to see that, man. Yeah, I really love this film. And I know a lot of people hate it, but that's not gonna stop me from loving it. It has like 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, I really love this film, honestly. Lots of violence, like I said, and heaps of swearing and heaps of sex in it. And I actually got kind of horny during the sex scenes, not gonna lie. Um, yeah, um, especially Cindy, the character of Cindy. Um, there's lots of sex in this. Like, wow, like this is R18 stuff all the way. This film. Uh, yeah, I don't really think I can talk about the movie anymore without spoiling nothing. But yeah, if you want like a John Wick, I mean, no, it's not that much like John Wick, but yeah, if you love like graphic violence, if you love swearing and sex in movies, then I highly recommend you guys watch Polar. It's on Netflix, so you guys should have no problem at all watching it. Yeah, the violence is pretty graphic though, just a warning. Um, just awesome stuff, and they kind of spoiled the the poster actually, because with the poster they kind of spoiled it with Duncan having his eye having his eye patch, because he doesn't even have an eye patch for most of the movie, you know. But yeah. Anyway, Polar from your boy gets 8 out of 10. That's right. I love this film. No one's gonna convince me otherwise that it ain't awesome. I really love Polar. Honestly, it's so badass. It actually kind of made me want to make my own action film series. Not gonna lie. Probably starring myself or Bishop. But yeah. So those are my thoughts on Polar, ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 Netflix action thriller film based on Dark Hawk comics of the same name. Um, if you've seen it, what did you guys think of Polar? And leave a comment below. Of course, tell me what you think. And also, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.